Good morning, students. How are you all doing? Hope you all are fine. Okay, today we'll continue with our chapter, The Food Factory of Plants. Okay, so just to recap or revise the topics that we have already covered, we'll solve the worksheets that were uploaded first. Fine? Okay, so this was our worksheet number 1 for the chapters number 2, Food Factory of Plants. The first question was match the following. Fine. Now, leaf apex. What is it? Leaf apex, is it the edge of the leaf, tip of the leaf, tiny pores present in the leaves, stalk of the leaf, or the flat part of the leaf? What it is? Leaf apex is the tip of the leaf. Okay. Now, what is leaf margin? Okay. Leaf margin is the edge of the leaf. Okay. The edge of the leaf, the boundary of the leaf. Okay. The leaf blade. Next, it is the flat part of the leaf. Fine. Leaf blade is the flat part of the leaf. Number 5. C will match with number 5. It is also known as lamina. Now D is petiole. Petiole is the stalk of the leaf. Check. D is to 4. And now what is stomata? Stomata are the tiny pores that are present on the underside of the leaves. So for E it is 3. A is 2. B is 1. C is 5, D is 4 and E is 3. Okay. Now we come to our second question, that is give one word for the following. Right? Living things that can produce their own food are known as autotrophs. What are they called? They are known as autotrophs. Now next, openings on the underside of the leaf. What are they called? They are known as stomata. Openings on the underside of the leaf are known as stomata. A thin tube that runs through the middle of the leaf, that is midrib. Okay, that is midrib. Living things that depend on others for food are known as heterotrophs. Fine. Okay. Next, the small tubes that are attached to the main vein is also known as midrib. Small tubes that are attached to the main vein are known as side veins. Okay. Next, now why do we need food? Why do we need food? We need food to grow. We need food to get energy. We need food to carry out different life processes. Okay. Draw a well-labeled diagram of a leaf. Here you have to draw a well-labeled diagram of a leaf with all its parts. Okay. Now we'll move on to our worksheet number 2. Its first question is fill in the blanks. What is it? Leaves are called the dash of the plants. Leaves are called the food factory of the plant. They are also known as the kitchen of the plant. Clear? Next, the green substance present in the leaves is known as, what it is called? It is known as chlorophyll. Okay? It is known as chlorophyll. The food prepared by the plants is, what is the food prepared by the plants? It is glucose. Food prepared after photosynthesis is glucose. The extra food is stored in the plants in the form of starch. Okay? The extra food or extra glucose is stored in the form of starch in the plants, different parts of plants. Now you have to unscramble the words. See, here it is G-N-O-E-X-Y. Can you figure out a meaningful word from this? See, if I put O-X-Y-G-E-N, it will become oxygen. Okay? O-X-Y-G-E-N, it will become oxygen. Fine? Next is L-U-G-C-O-E-S. What will it become? G-L-U-C-O-S-E, glucose. Okay? G-L-U-C-O-S-E, that will be glucose. Okay, now S-O-M-A-T-A-T it is. What meaningful word we can make out of this relevant to the chapter? It is stomata. S-T-O-M-A-T-A, stomata. Clear? Now next is, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants prepare their food, or green plants make their food. Clear? Fine. They take carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll and form glucose and oxygen. This is the definition of photosynthesis. What is formed during photosynthesis? Glucose is formed during photosynthesis. Clear? Okay? No need to write it down right now. Okay? We have discussed it already. Now try to do it yourself. Then I'll be uploading a solved worksheet also for you. Now label the following diagrams. What are the different parts of a leaf? See, this is a tip of the leaf. It is known as leaf apex. The middle line, a tube running through the middle of the leaf, it is known as midrib. The edge of the leaf is known as leaf margin. The small tubes attached to the midrib are side veins. Stalk of the leaf is known as petiole, and the flat part of the leaf is known as what it is called, lamina or leaf blade. Okay, see, check. Clear with this? Leaf apex, midrib, side veins, leaf blade, and this one is petiole. Okay, this is petiole. Clear? So shall we move ahead? Okay. We have already learned about photosynthesis in our previous lecture. We'll just revise it right now. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Okay? Plants take carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. We take oxygen during breathing and we give out carbon dioxide. This oxygen is used by all animals and human beings, okay, to breathe. Food formed by plants is glucose. Remember this. The food that is formed in photosynthesis is glucose. Okay, it is glucose. This carbohydrate is glucose. Plants store this glucose, their food, in the form of starch. The stored food is starch, and the food that is formed is known as glucose. And this is the equation of photosynthesis. That is carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. It will form carbohydrate. Which carbohydrate it is? Glucose. Just remember this. Remember glucose here. Plus oxygen. Clear? Now, leaves make food for the plant. That's why they are known as food factory or the kitchen of the plant. Clear? Leaves use the energy of the sun to change water and carbon dioxide into glucose. Okay? Glucose is taken to all parts. We have already learned about the functions of the side veins and midrib. Glucose is taken to the all parts of the plant by side veins and stem. Okay? And glucose is stored in the form of starch. Right? Now, before moving ahead, I just want you to remember the conditions that are necessary for photosynthesis. They are, what are they? Carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, which is present in the green leaves, and sunlight. Clear? Okay? Check. Energy of the sun, water, and carbon dioxide. Okay? And leaves are green, which contain chlorophyll. These are the essential conditions for photosynthesis. Remember these 4 conditions. Okay? Now we move to our new topic, which is how do plants use food? Okay? Plants prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Now, the food prepared is in the form of glucose. How do plants use this food? Clear? Fine. How do plants use this food? Plants use the food prepared by the leaves to grow and to get energy. How do they use them? It is used by the leaves to grow and to get energy. Okay? Food provide energy to the plants to perform various processes. Okay? Food provides energy to the plants to perform various processes. Okay? Food helps the plants to grow more leaves, branches, and other parts. Okay? Food helps the plants to grow more leaves, branches, and other plants. In that way, the plants grow. Okay? So, food prepared is used by plants for growth and to get energy. Now, plants store extra food. Okay? The extra food is stored in the form of starch. Remember this. Extra food stored by the plants is stored in the form of starch. Now, starch, what happens to the starch? The starch is stored in leaves, roots, stems, fruits, or seeds in different parts of the plant. Starch is stored in different parts of the plants. We can eat these parts of the plants. Okay? We can eat these parts of the plants. Clear? Now we'll move ahead. We'll see some examples of the parts of the plants where the starch is stored. Okay, leaves that we eat. We can eat the parts where starch is stored. So here are some examples. Okay, leaves that we eat are lettuce, spinach, etc. Cabbage is also a leaf. See, leaves, this we eat. Okay, they contain starch. Roots that we eat, radish, carrot, etc. Stems that we eat are sugarcane, potato, ginger. See, these are stems. Potato is a modified stem. Okay, starch is stored in it. Fruits that we eat, banana, apple, all the fruits. Yeah. Seeds that we eat, peas, grams, etc. Okay, remember these examples. Fine, we'll do it once again. Leaves that we eat are lettuce, spinach, etc. Roots, examples of fruits that we eat, carrot, radish, turnip. Stems, sugarcane, potato, etc. Banana, apple, and other fruits are the examples of the fruits that we eat. Peas, grams, kidney beans, pulses, all these are seeds that we eat. Okay, now we'll move ahead. Now, I've told you the extra food is stored in the plants in the form of, in different parts of the plant in the form of starch. Then how will you show that the starch is present in these parts? Or let's take the example, starch is present in green leaves of the plants. So here is an activity to demonstrate the presence of starch in green leaves. Clear? Take it up. Okay. In step 1, what we'll do, we'll just pluck a green leaf from a plant. Okay, we'll take this green leaf and boil it in water. We'll boil this green leaf in water directly. Now, boil the leaf in alcohol. We'll boil the leaf in alcohol then. Right? Why do we boil the leaf in alcohol? And we can't boil it directly in alcohol. Okay, because alcohol may catch fire. That's why we boil it in such a way. We keep the leaf in alcohol in a test tube and we keep it in boiling water. In this way, we boil the leaf in alcohol. Okay? Right? So why do we boil the leaf in alcohol? We boil the leaf in alcohol to just decolorize it. And it is known as bleaching of the leaf. Okay? The green color of the leaf will get dissolved when we boil it in alcohol. Why do we dissolve the green color of the leaf? So because when we test it for starch, it will give us the perfect test. Okay? Clear? That's why we boil it in alcohol to bleach it or to dissolve the green substance or the chlorophyll. In the third step, after boiling it in alcohol, we'll just wash the leaf in cold water. Okay? After that, we'll just put the leaf on a white tile or a dish and we'll add few drops of iodine on it. Okay? We'll see that, we'll observe that the leaf turns blue-black in color. Okay? The blue-black in color, the change of the color to blue-black shows that it contains starch in it. Okay? This is the test for starch. When we add iodine to starch, it turns to blue-black color. Okay? Fine? Clear? And this is the test for starch. Anything that contains starch will turn to blue-black when iodine is added to it. Clear? Fine. Now we'll see a short video demonstrating this activity. Check this out.
To show that starch is present in the leaves. Materials required: healthy potted plant, alcohol, iodine solution, dropper, forceps, tripod stand with wire gauge, Bunsen burner, 2 beakers with water, watch glass, test tube. Process. Take a healthy potted plant and keep it in the sunlight for a few hours. After a few hours, pluck a green leaf from the plant. Now boil this leaf in water to kill it. After boiling in water, again boil it in alcohol. The purpose of boiling leaf in alcohol is that it dissolves greenish part, that is, chlorophyll. Then wash the leaf in cold water and place it in a watch glass. Now pour some drops of iodine solution over it. Observation. The leaf turns blue.
Clear? Hope you understood the experiment well. Okay. So the substances that contain starch will give blue-black color with iodine solution. This is the test for starch, and remember this. Okay. And that's all for today's lecture. I hope you understood the topics well. Okay. Just check it out what we have learned today. Plants use the foods prepared to grow and to get energy. Okay. And plants store extra food in the form of starch. And starch is stored in leaves, roots, stems, fruits and seeds. And we can eat these parts of the stems. Here are some examples of the leaves, roots, stems, fruits and seeds that we eat. Right? And now also remember that conditions that are necessary for photosynthesis are chlorophyll, water, sunlight and carbon dioxide. Okay. Now with the help of few activities, we will show that these are essential conditions or essential requirements for photosynthesis in our next class. Okay. Till then, happy learning. See you all again.